Nothing is either or, very little is. Everything's great, JJ, but is this a manifestation of easy money looking for a home, or how quickly technological advances are being made right now? And we've talked about the time between major advances. You can plot that logarithmically going back millions of years, believe it or not. And now we're down to major changes in 5, 10, 15 years are occurring. Is it justified with the technology that we're seeing, or is it easy money?
I think it's more of the latter than the former. Part of it being, Joe, as you talk about every day, low interest rates. People are looking for something else to do with their money. The market's had this incredible rally, as it still is the best game in town. And so with that, how do you take that to the next step? Because of the technological advancements that have gone on, and companies maybe not wanting to wait quite as long to go through the IPO process. With all that said, Joe, SPACs are incredibly interesting overall. But if I look at them from a retail perspective, from through our client's eyes, so to speak, the IPOs of names they know still tend to dwarf the SPAC market overall for a couple of reasons. Number one, SPACs are fairly new. People don't truly understand them overall. And number two, I'll call it, the one in the hand beats two in the bush type thing. If I come to market with something like DraftKings or DoorDash, you know the name, you know the product, whereas a SPAC, you're coming with, we are going to do something, and it's a little bit tougher to get your arms around it.
You say it's mostly the easy money. I mean, you could make the case if you take the effect the internet or an Amazon or information technology or just anything computer-aided design, the computer-aided design of new software. Then you add in biotechnology and sequencing and automation and the convergence of IT with that. In the last 30 or 40 years, never in the history of humankind have you seen things like this. So, I mean, there is some justification for these things being worth trillions of dollars, some of these companies.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question about it. The advancements have been absolutely incredible. And not only that, I think one of the things that people like about SPACs is, it's very difficult for people to understand some of these issues, particularly as you talk about in a bit of your background, the biotechnology, et cetera, that goes on there. So with that, you're bringing in what you hope are experts that can really sort of sort through what's actually worthwhile to get to the market today, as compared to those that are like, not quite yet. Let's work on this one a little bit longer until we have a product that's actually a little bit more marketable and useful to everybody in, if we use biotech in the medical field and to people at large. So with that, I think that there's also a little bit of a sorting process that's going on because of SPACs that in the long run is going to help people, because theoretically, you do have very intelligent people running many of these SPACs that hopefully can understand these products in a way that helps to, as they say, separate the wheat from the chaff or whatever, so that the products that do make it to market will be much more useful in a more immediate fashion.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.